Hello, everyone. RBG Kimkin here, back with some more. I almost said Persona 5. No. Final Fantasy 16. That's right. It's been a while since we've been in the Final Fantasy 16 world. I have to remember how to play the game, but we'll be fine. Yeah, the DLC came out a couple weeks ago, and I'm very excited for it. I'm super excited for this. I really love Final Fantasy 16. So I can't wait to, play the DLC. And then, obviously, there's still one more DLC that'll be coming out sometime early next year. I think in the spring, they said. Or summer, so. Yeah, I'm still not 100%, although I am probably a bit better. My throat's honestly not that bad. I did go to a clinic yesterday, too, so that kind of helped. Though I probably won't be talking too much as well, just in case to help my voice, since it's kind of... I'm feeling kind of going down a little again like that, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's start this.
Still alive, are you?
Yes, to say your goodbyes, are you?
Ta-ra, then.
Ta-ra, then. For now, but you better come back, or I'll fly up there and drag you home by your ear.
Thank you, Karen.
Didn't think you'd find that thought appealing. Look, just don't die, alright? A change in leadership's bad for business. You're off to kill a god. So what? You've done everything else you put your mind to, haven't you?
You could do this too.
Is something the matter, Karen? You seem... perturbed.
Do I now? How clever of you to notice. But yes... something's come to my attention, and I'll be damned if I know what to make of it.
Go on.
Go on.
It's probably quicker if I just show you. Here.
Some sort of crystal. Though, I don't remember seeing one that colour before.
Aye, well... that makes two of us. In all my long years of trading, both over and under the counter, I've never seen anything quite like it. They're calling them Dusk crystals, on account of colour.
I see. And they could be used to cast magics.
That they can. Just like their brighter, shinier cousins. Difference is... they don't last as long. After a couple of goes lighting your pie, they crumble away to nothing. That's how I heard about them. From crystal traders moaning that someone's been flooding the market with dodgy goods. And after asking the right people the right questions, and paying the right price, of course, I managed to get my hands on a sample.
I see why you're perturbed.
Whoa.
I hope. Do you feel that, Clive?
Yes.
Meanwhile... the Imperial Fringes. Is this our secret society bros, or who the fuck are these guys?
All right, lads, that'll do for today. I said that'll do for today.
Yes, Chief. Yes, Chief.
Let's get this lot back to town, fill our purses and then our bellies. What did you two do now?
Please tell us you brought another lantern.
Stay calm, both of you. Who needs a lantern when you've got one of these? All that work for a single spark. Well, there'll be no more sampling the merchandise today.
That sounded close, Chief. Really close. Really, really close.
Now, lads, what am I always telling you? Good things come to those who run.
Wait for us, Chief!
Run! Hi, Omega. Echoes of the Fallen.
I've never felt a tremor this far inland before.
Me neither. But then, I'd never seen skies like these till a few moons ago, and it's been all change ever since. Come to think of it, the first anyone ever heard of these Dusk crystals was after you lot came back from the Dominion and brought this bloody weather with you.
Do you think the two things are connected?
Who knows? Could just be that with Drake's tail gone, the black market was running short of the good stuff. The Dominion's mines were the only source of new shards left in Storm after a certain evil outlaw decided to do away with the other mothers. And with the price of decent crystals going through the roof, traders turned to dealing in stuff they'd never have touched before.
The question is, who's selling these crystals and where are they? Wait. This color. They couldn't be from Origin, could they? No, that wouldn't make sense. I saw it form in the sky, and that was long after we returned from the Dominion. But if they didn't come from Origin or any of the other Mothercrystals, then... does that mean...
That you missed one? Aye. That were my thinking, any road. Another Mother Crystal we didn't know about.
I'll speak with Joshua. If you're right about this, we need to find it.
And quick, I'd say. On account of which, I'll take this shard over to Tomes for you. Get him to give it a once-over, case it rings any bells.
Thanks, Caron.
Right. Thank you.
And I expect you'll be wanting Jill's help with this too.
Right again. I will. Let me go and find Joshua, and we'll meet you in the shelves.
A crystal darkling. Brave the Dusk. Quest destinations for Echoes of the Fallen are indicated with a purple sign. After accepting the quest, current objectives are displayed in the to-do list on the right-hand side of the screen. These will temporarily replace main scenario objectives. If you wish to restore main scenario objectives to the to-do list, you can do so in the journal of the main menu. Can we also have you help us? Please, Dion? Because you're like super fucking cool and it'd be great if you were a part of this.
Joshua, we need to talk. Karen's caught wind of something that I don't think we can afford to ignore.
Where'd go?
Is troubling. Not least because the Undying made no mention of these Dusk crystals.
Undying, I forgot that's what they're called.
So they weren't aware of them either.
Perhaps. Or perhaps they merely deemed them unworthy of my attention. Wrongly, I might add, for I am inclined to share Lady Karen's misgivings.
Then we'd better take her advice. and consult Hippocrates forthwith.
To the shelves, then. With our combined insight, I'm sure we'll discern something of use, be it no more than a place to start.
Let's hope so.
There you are. I've taken the liberty of telling these two everything I told you.
Thank you, Karen.
It's hard to believe such a lusterless shard could conjure much of anything. And you truly think this came from a mother crystal? One we never knew existed?
Every other shard in the Twins did. Why should these Dusk crystals be any different? Dim though they may be.
We know they first appeared on the black market shortly after Ultima cast Primogenesis, darkening the skies. So might the two be connected? Could the spell have created a new Mother Crystal, perhaps? A replacement for the ones we destroyed?
What do you think, Hippocrates?
I think there may well be a connection. Yet, if we are to believe that the original Mother Crystals were of Ultima's making, does it seem likely that he would have need of anything so palpably inferior? No. I hazard that it was not Ultima who created these crystals, but humanity. More specifically, our fallen forebears, whose wonders litter the land even now. Legend holds that the fallen challenged the gods in order to win their power, and came tantalizingly close to doing so. It seems only reasonable that they should wish to learn the secrets of the crystals which the gods bestowed upon them.
So they could make their own.
Precisely. You may recall that the tale of the sins of Zemeckis begins with the colloquy of the sages, a council wherein humanity sought to uncover the last secrets of the gods before waging their war to learn what little remained. It is perfectly possible that an understanding of how to craft crystals was among their many achievements.
Among their many
God,
achievements.
I don't know how, but this
prior
game
to
looks
their
so much
fall.
better now than it did when I first played it.
The same enlightened souls forged great and terrible weapons called the iconoclasts, from which Eikons derived their name.
Or maybe it's just been a
Turned them
while,
against
so
each other in the
I forgot what it
Magitech
looked like.
War. A pointless conflict which served only to make its victors more confident of their right to supplant the gods on high. And when at last they ventured to do so, the resultant imbalance in the ether is said to have been so great that the skies themselves turned black and began to boil. The first recorded arcade sky, I suspect. Which brings us back to the matter at hand. It is my belief that these shards are the product of a long-slumbering Magitech mother crystal, stirred to life by a similar etheric upheaval to the one which accompanied its creator's fall.
There's only one way to know for sure. We track down whoever's selling them and find their source. Karen, where did you buy this one?
Down in Port Isolde when I was scratching around for supplies. Since the Imperials buggered off and took the tariffs with them, you can find all sorts of interesting stuff on the docks. Go and have a chat with the mercenaries guarding the gates. Your uncle's got some good lads there. You know when to keep a watchful eye and when to turn a blind one. Oh, and take the crystal with you. Might be your key to the underworld.
Thank you. I will.
Shall we then, brother?
I'm coming too. If there is another mother crystal out there and it's anything like the others, you'll need all the help you can get.
I was hoping you'd say that. One more time then. Together.
Until the next DLC comes out that tackles Leviathan. Now that one I'm very looking forward to. I wish there was a run still.
There's something about it. I feel like it's... Back again?
Truth is but a matter of belief.
I certainly don't disagree. Though I am surprised to hear that an organization such as theirs holds such entitlement opinions. They put the scholars at the university in Canva to shame.
Alas.
Alas, they shame themselves in turn by bearing evidence of a truth they would rather mankind did not come to know. They may imagine themselves the protectors of the people, but ignorance is not bliss, no matter how fervently they may wish it.
How may I help you today? Here's the latest information I have.
An all-new feature is now accessible by pressing a touchpad while viewing the grand cast in Vivian's map room. Inner voice affords you a window into both Clive's heart and the hearts of those he has encountered on his journey. After opening the feature, select the character to hear their innermost thoughts of the members of the cast. Characters appearing in Echoes of the Fallen have been added to the grand cast, and the timeline has been updated. Speak with Vivian on the highway to learn more. Let the hunt begin. Aww. He's taking me for a walk again. Aww.
Very good.
Port Isildur. Or however you pronounce it.
Samuel, slow down! Not bloody likely!
They're fast on their feet. What's going on here, I wonder?
What indeed? Let's ask.
What up, Buck? You have reached a pivotal moment in Echoes of the Fallen. If you continue, you will not be able to... Okay.
Excuse me. Who were those men just now?
Bloody troublemakers, that's who. As soon as I asked them to present their packs for inspection, they turned white as a sheet and legged it. I chased them all away from the gates, but they're swift as hares. Still, at least we kept the bastards out. Don't need their kind stirring up any more strife.
And what manner of strife have they been stirring up, exactly?
Hey? Are you joking? This business with the crystals?
Sorry, we've been away for a while. What's been going on?
All right, I'll humor you. After the paltry rations the Imperials left behind dried up, folks started trading crystals out in the open. We turned a blind eye at first. Lord Byron's orders. Well, he saw it, it weren't right to deny people the one thing they were all clamoring for. Till the dust started turning up, that is. Dusk crystals, they're called. Ill-favored shards that crack as soon as you look at them. Not that the folk who bought 'em by the bucket-load knew that. And they were baying for blood when they found out. In the end, his lordship had to step in and ban the blasted things. And we've been searching the path of every trader who's darkened our gates ever since.
I see. And you think the men you were pursuing might have been trading in these Dusk crystals?
Why, you're in the market for some. Anyway, I wouldn't rule it out. In fact, I put a few gil on it.
We might still be able to catch them.
We might.
If you are heading up that way, you want to keep your sword handy. There's more than dodgy traders plying the roads these days.
Understood. We'll be careful.
If those men were selling Dusk crystals, I think it unlikely that they will risk returning to Port Isolde.
Which means this might be our only chance of catching them.
Caution, brother.
All right.
I'm trying to remember the game. Yeah, it's still, yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to remember how I used to, like, do all the cool moves and everything that I used to do. Slowly but surely, I'll get back into the swing of things with this.
Where are they?
Still some distance ahead, I'd wager. They were making a good pace.
All right.
Make it look easy.
There's another one.
Still no sign of those traders, though.
No. I just hope we haven't lost them.
These blimmin' tremors are scaring off all our customers.
The few that weren't scared off by the skies, you mean?
Perhaps one of those merchants has seen something. Forgive me, but did you happen to see 3 men in robes pass this way?
Yeah, I seen them. Poor bastards.
What do you mean?
A gang of nasty-looking brutes was on their trail.
Caught up with them just up the road. Screaming at them they were. Your crystals or your lives and all that. Only the daft buggers kept their crystals and legged it.
In which direction, out of interest?
Up that way.
Towards the Old Hill docks. If it's help they seek there, they won't find any. But perhaps they might find a place to hide.
Let's hope so. And then we can find them before their pursuers do. Thank you. And please, take care on the road. Come on. They're no good to us dead.
Lead the way, brother.
No good to us dead. Okay, I was like, how do I do the Torgal moves again? I was like, okay.
Turn the whole place upside down if you have to. They're here somewhere.
So the bandits haven't found them either. There's still time.
You lot took a wrong turn.
Lord Rosfield sent his sellsword.
Did not come here to brawl with brigands, brother.
Right. Let's focus on finding the traders.
Look, we may not have came here to fight them, but if we're gonna end up finding them, we're gonna end up finding them. Who the fuck are you?
I'll be taking that sword and the rest. Just stick them all. Another down.
We got company.
Don't think I can go on. Chief, me neither. I'll reach. This should be far enough.
Entries of the Eikons will appear in the active time lore. If you don't recognize a term or wish to know more about the current events unfolding, hold the relevant information. Shelly shards that can be used to craft magitex just like any other crystal, but a far less resilient cracking after only a few use. They appear on the black market soon after the skies darkened, and it was from here that Karen obtained her sample. One of the most valuable materials known to mankind, thanks to its ability to channel ambient aether from the air, allowing those without an innate power to do so to cast magics. After Ultima cast Primogenesis to the skies over Valisthea, darkened the unbalance in the aether, rendered many shards unusable, and all but ended the largest of nations in sharing what shards remained with their populace. Yet such was the people's reliance on crystals that they looked to other less reputable means for securing them. The leader of the trio appeared to be involved in the Dusk crystal trade. Any attempt at identifying him is stymied by his hempen hood.
Chief? They've found us. It's getting so a man can't even catch his fucking breath.
Gentlemen, a word. We understand you've been selling some crystals.
And like I told your thieving mates, you're not fucking getting them. So you could take your massive sword and shove it.
I'm sure I could, but we're not thieves.
Over here. I can smell the one who shat himself.
If you've got a plan, Chief, tell us you've got a plan. Of course I've got a bloody plan. Good things and all that. Let's start again, shall we? You say you're interested in the crystal trade?
Not exactly. In actual fact, we were hoping to talk about this.
Is that all? Well, then I know just how to help. If you're after the short shifter, he's over here!
Are you mad?
Slippery little pricks. Clinkers on the ground, quick as you like.
Gentlemen, you've got it all wrong. Do we look like merchants? He's the one you want. Just look at what he's got in his hand.
What? Him?
Wait, I'm not.
Do let us know if you need any more help.
You son of a bitch.
They won't get far, Clive.
No. But they'll wish they had.
I'll carve you like a suckling pig and feed you to your fucking dog!
Kind of you to think of him.
Stay down!
Enemy slain.
Did you see which way they went?
North. Making for 3 reeds at a guess. After them. If they reach the swamps, we'll never pick up their trail. There was something odd about those 3. They seemed less like merchants and more like...
Charlatans? One might argue that a merchant is naught but a mummer without his motley.
Then why am I not amused?
Caution.
What did you find, boy?
Clive, judging by the state of the ground, a lot more passed this way than our 3 charlatans.
Another group of bandits.
I doubt they'd leave this crystal behind. Regardless, we're on the right track. Let's pick up the pace. They wouldn't risk stopping at Martha's Rest, would they?
Not if they hope to pass unnoticed.
Then we better stick to the swamps.
Oh, there they are. Sup, assholes?
Fuck. Persistent bastards, I'll give them that. Friends, I knew those louts were no match for you.
But of course you did. Because you know what we're capable of, don't you? Now, you deal in crystal. Dusk crystal. And we want to know where you got it. So you're going to tell us.
Let's assume for a moment that we are the merchants you're looking for. Why would we tell you where we procure our stock? What kind of shepherd leads a wolf straight to...
Are they getting worse?
Clive, the tower.
Well, that's new.
That's impossible.
Yeah, Chief. Do you think someone else got into the tower?
Quiet, you daft sod!
And what would they find there if they did?
I wouldn't know. I've never been there. Echoes, maybe? Or fallen rubbish? I really couldn't say. The entrance is sealed tight. No way in.
And how would you know that? If you've never been there?
Look! Behind you! An Akashic monster!
If you think I'm going to fall for another one of your cheap tricks...
Clive, trouble.
What? Oh.
Wait, don't you dare!
I don't think Martha would appreciate that thing on her doorstep.
Probably not. Let them run then. I have an idea where they'll be heading anyway. This shouldn't take too long. Slow.
So we're finally going to be able to go into that tower that's been like on the way by like that's actually great if that's the case. Like if that's the tower.
Nice try. Come on.
You know, I'm actually glad that Clive was like, you know, if I like, you honestly think I'm gonna believe that?
I failed.
Oh, fuck off. I hit the dodge button. Oh, great. How far back is gonna take me? Ah! Actually, this. Let me do.
What?
Company.
Wish they'd be like, yeah, no, just continue the or restart the fight. Which that's all it was.
Fuck.
This shouldn't take too long.
It's over.
Nice.
Well, that was ill-timed.
But at least we know what was chasing the merchants.
That's twice we've saved them now.
I don't see anyone.
I've had enough of bandits and beasts, Chief. Can't we just go home?
And let those thieving pricks march in and take what's ours?
What's ours? Oh, no. You don't mean...
The Dusk Crystals, aye. Halleck? Marnik? We're going back to that tower if it's the last thing we do.
But the lights, Chief. What about the lights?
First you whine about it being too dark, then you whine about it being too light. Think about how easy it'll be to mine now.
And you're sure they're bound for the tower? When they aren't running away from trouble, they're running towards it.
Do you know anything of the place, Joshua?
Alas, not. I have seen it labeled Sage Spire on some maps, but beyond that, the ruins are no different from any other fallen derelict. Another impenetrable relic of the past.
Not so impenetrable, apparently. Our friends plainly found a way in.
They could be living there, like we do in the Invincible.
Well, the tower is unquestionably large enough to hide 3 merchants. But is it large enough to hide what we seek?
A mother crystal.
It would go some way to explain why the area was among the first in Rosaria to fall to the Blight.
Then it's settled. We head to Eastpool and make our approach from the dim.
Yep, we're going finally. I'm actually, you know what?
There could have been a mother.
I'm actually happy. Like the first thing that's there is that thing, right there.
Still here in Rosaria all this time. The wars that could have been avoided.
We still don't know what's in there, Clive. But whatever it is, there is a good reason it has gone unnoticed for so long. The tower sits atop a jagged ridge. Few have ever had occasion to pick their way through the rocks, even before the Blight swallowed them.
We gathered as much bog mint and feverfew as I could find.
I've got greens of all shapes.
How do?
How do you do? Where? Oh, there it is. I was like, where's my gill at anyway?
Thanks very much. Much obliged. That all, is it?
Another ageless relic from the fallen. The sage spire has loomed dark in the northern Rosarian horizon for as long as anyone can remember. Local legends about the tower being haunted abode and such the remote uphold moors upon which the tower stands remains largely uninhabited to this day. Despite having been yet claimed by the Blight, over the years myriad attempts to find an entrance to the ruins have ended in failure. But that does not necessarily mean that someone, or some 3, has not already stumbled across the means inside. The other trio appears to be involved in the Dusk crystal trade. After being chased from the gates of Port Isoldol on suspicion of trade and contraband, they fled north with bandits and beasts in pursuit. The path took them nigh to the Sage Spire, an ancient fallen tower with which they seemed strangely familiar. Once a lush woodland that provided abundant game and charcoal to the residents of Eastpool, recent decades have seen the Blight greatly rob the region of nature's bounty, leaving little but lifeless stone and blackened boughs. Few braved the road north these days, save bandits, brigands, and the occasional fool who thinks he might be the one to finally discover an entrance to this Sage Spire to claim the fabled treasures within. Alright, we're just gonna fast travel the Eastpool at least.
We had no idea what it meant.
That's it. Ice forward.
Shouldn't we at least have warned him?
What? The corpse lights dancing around that infernal tower. They're hard to miss.
Goblins.
Those
What
big
are they
goblins.
doing in the Deadlands?
Look what they're carrying. I don't recall ever hearing of goblins using fallen relics as weapons.
Well, they certainly aren't welcoming gifts.
Clive, remember where we are?
No magic. Right. They're even uglier up close. You're right.
I'll manage.
You're finished.
I'm actually glad I'm not at the max level. I can't. I think level 50 is as high as you can be until you do Final Fantasy difficulty in New Game Plus. So
Indeed. I'd almost forgotten what it was like to have to rely on steel alone.
Clive? Joe. You may want to see this.
What?
What, you mean the entrance that we thought was the entrance all the time?
It was open when I found it.
Someone was in a hurry. 3 guesses as to who.
Then this must be their way into the tower.
There's only one way to find out.
Ooh. Okay. Well, you know what? I think this is probably a good spot to end this part then. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give that like button a click. And comment down below what you like about the video, didn't like about the video. And let me know, guys, what you think about us finally going into the Sage Tower and such. And, yeah. I'm actually really liking this DLC so far. It's very interesting. Echoes of the Fallen. So, of course, this is about the Fallen civilization so far. So, yeah, I'm interested to keep learning more and play more of this DLC. It's fun so far, and getting back into the swing of how I play this game. So, yeah, I'm loving it. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to my main channel, too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RBG Kim Kid Twitter, are in there, too. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I will see you all next time.